Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have brought for you all a very interesting Valentine's Day special. It is the Malai Kulfi pull-up cake. Hope so you all will enjoy this recipe of mine and give this recipe a try. So without wasting any more time, let's get started with the recipe. So now for the Malai Kulfi pull-me-up cake, first we will prepare the cake. So for that, here I have taken a bowl and first we will mix all the dry ingredients. So we'll sieve all that. So for that I have taken here 200 grams of all-purpose flour, that is maida. Now into this I'll be adding half a teaspoon of baking soda, and 1 teaspoon of baking powder. And now we will sieve all this first. So now I have sieved the dry ingredients, and so we will keep this now aside. So now for the wet ingredients, I have taken here 100 grams of butter. Into this I'll be adding 100 grams of sugar. This is 100 grams of powdered sugar, because granulated sugar, it takes a longer time to get mixed. So now first, after we add the sugar and the butter, we mix it with a spatula, so that otherwise the powdered sugar will just fly off when we use the hand blender. So first we'll just mix it a little bit. Now we'll just scrape off the sides and we'll bring all the mixture into the middle first, and again we will blend it up. It has to become nice, light and fluffy. Till then we have to just blend it with a hand blender. Now guys, as you all can see, this has become nice and pale and fluffy, and also air aeration has taken place in this. So now to this we will be adding the dry ingredients. So now I have added 2 tablespoons of the dry mixture which we have earlier prepared, and we'll be adding 1 tablespoon of the milk powder. This is 80 grams of milk powder. We'll be adding little at a time. So now first we'll just cut and fold method. We have to mix it very lightly. Now the mixture has become a little bit dry, so I'll be adding a little quantity of milk at a time. This is 200 ml of milk. So we will be adding little milk at a time. So now I'll be adding 2 tablespoons of almond powder to this. And now I'll be adding half a teaspoon of freshly ground cardamom powder. And a quarter teaspoon of salt. And the last batch of our dry powder. and all the milk powder. I'll be adding some more milk now. Little milk at a time we have to add. Now we have to clean the sides of this bowl of ours. So now we don't have to over mix this, only till all the dry ingredients and everything get combined well. Till that time only we have to mix it, otherwise the cake will turn out to be very dry. So here the batter is ready, and now we will transfer it to the baking container. Now here I have taken a cake tin and I have applied some butter for it, and now I will be lining it up with the butter paper. So we have to line it up nicely. Smoothen the sides a little bit. So now here my tin is lined, and so now I'll be pouring the batter into the tin. Just level it up nicely on all the sides. And now we just have to tap it a little bit so that if there are any air bubbles it will escape. And now we will put this for baking. Now I will be baking this in a kadai without an oven. So this cake will be a no oven baking cake. If you all would like to bake it in the oven, you all can do that also at 180 degrees Celsius for 25 minutes, and then you all have to check it. If it is done, it's well and good, and if it is not done, keep it for more 5 minutes. Now here I am going to bake it in a kadai. So I have taken a kadai, and the kadai is nice and hot now. So I'll be placing my container into it. And now I'll bake it for first 20 to 25 minutes, and I will check it. Otherwise I will keep it for some more time till it is done now. So now we will check if the cake is ready. It looks quite good from top. Yes, it is coming out clean. Yes, the cake is ready. So let's remove it out. And now we will keep this for cooling, and we'll proceed with the next step now. Now since our cake is still cooling down, in the meantime let us prepare the Malai Kulfi. So for that I have taken a heavy bottom pan, and into that I have added 2 liters of fresh milk. This milk is buffalo milk, so it is thick. So into this I will be adding 4 tablespoons of milk powder, and we will just mix it well so that no lumps are formed. And also into this I will be adding 1 cup of cream. Now we have to keep on stirring this so that it doesn't get stuck to the bottom of the pan or get burnt. So we have to go on stirring it, and now we have to reduce it to half the quantity of this. So it is 2 liters of milk, so we have to reduce it to 1 liter of milk. So till then we have to keep on stirring it. So now as you all can see, the milk is reduced a little bit, but still we have to go on with it and it has to get reduced further on. So we will keep stirring it for some more time till it reduces a little more. So now as you all can see, the milk of ours is reduced to half. So now I will be adding quarter cup of milk maid, that is condensed milk, to it. If you want it more sweet, you can add a little more also, like half cup. And if you all want it less sweet also, you all can add a little less than quarter cup. And now we'll mix it up well. Take care, and guys, the sides, if the cream gets settled on the sides, you have to scrape it and mix it up with the milk. So that the Malai Kulfi will turn out to be very nice. So now at this stage, I'll be adding half a teaspoon of freshly pounded cardamom powder. Mix that also very well with the milk now. And also we'll be adding some finely chopped almonds. We'll mix this up very well. Guys, I have tasted this and it has not become at all sweet. So I will be adding quarter cup of condensed milk more to it. So that in all I added half a cup of condensed milk. So now we will stir it for another 5 to 7 minutes more, and then we will switch off the flame, because when it cools down it will thicken up more and we don't want it very thick. Now this Malai Kulfi is ready. So now I will be switching off this flame and I will keep it for cooling. Now since the cake is already cooled down and the Malai Kulfi also is ready, so now the third step is making the frosting. So for that I have taken 1 cup of whipping cream. This is and now we will whip this till nice soft pearls. So now guys, as you can see, the whipped cream is not still ready. At this stage we will be adding 2 tablespoons of, we'll be adding the Malai Kulfi what we have earlier prepared. 2 tablespoons I have added, and also we will be adding some freshly ground cardamom powder, and now we will start whipping it again. So now here the frosting is ready, and now we will proceed to the next step of assembling the cake. So now here our cake which we had baked earlier, I have cut it into 2 parts. Now first the Malai Kulfi what we have made, we'll spread that onto this first, so that the cake remain nice and moist and get absorbed into the cake. So we will put a nice layer on it. As you all can see, the cake is absorbing all the Malai Kulfi what we are putting on top. Now after this, we will be putting the whipped cream which we have just whipped now. And now we will coat this with this fresh cream nicely. Now we will cover this cake with the top layer, and on top also we will be putting this Malai Kulfi mix on it. Spread it out nicely on all the sides. We will put this whipped cream frosting which we have prepared, and we will frost this nicely from the top also. Even on the sides we will do the crumb coat of it. So now here the first crumb coat I have put for the cake. Now I will leave it in the refrigerator for 20 to 25 minutes for setting, and then the second coat I will be putting later on. So now here the first coat of the frosting has nicely setted. So now I will be putting the second coat of the frosting. So for that I will be applying nice frosting on the top and on the sides. And so now the second frosting is also done. For the last and the final step now, we'll put a OHP sheet on it now on the sides. So for that, the sheet, now we'll seal it with a cello tape on the sides. It is sealed, and now we will drop this beautiful looking Malai Kulfi on it. And now we have to pull the sheet out. Oh my god, so beautiful. And so here the Malai Kulfi pull-up cake is ready. And now we have to pull the sheet out. Oh my god, so beautiful. And so here the Malai Kulfi pull-up cake is ready. Now I'll be garnishing with a little bit of chopped almonds so that it looks more beautiful. So guys, I hope so. I hope so you all have enjoyed this recipe of mine, and if so, please do subscribe to the family of ours, and also hit the bell icon so that you all get notified each time I post a new video. Also, don't forget to like this video and share this recipe with your family, friends and relatives. I will see you all in my next video with another such interesting recipe. Till then, take care, be safe, bye bye.